Liar, liar, liar.
You are a natural born public speaker, and that's a fact.
Do you actually feel guilty, or were you just told to feel guilty?
Focus on actually what we can do.
Point it out and show it to me.
You have the freedom to do what you want to and be what you want to in America. What are we going to do about it?
What oppressed me?
Just saying.
So the CRT stuff, BS.
What the dealio, folkios? Welcome to this segment right here that I'm getting ready to do. But before you do anything, make sure you get an idea what this channel is about. So subscribe, share, like. But wait till the end of the video to see if you even do. You know what I mean? Like when you like the video, etc., etc. But by giving the video a like, you are allowing the video to be circulated within the YouTube algorithm, because you know that a lot of conservative voices are being censored right now. So if you have not subscribed to the channel and you've been watching me for a while, make sure you subscribe, because I hear there's 5.7 million of you that watch the channel regularly that have not subscribed. So don't forget to do that. And also do not forget to double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, because people are being unsubscribed mysteriously. Anyway, so this got brought to my attention by some of my fellow medical colleagues, and this is a doctor. Frontline says, it says, COVID frontline doctor allegedly outed as a New York City school pediatrician with a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, folks, y'all thinking to yourself like, well, we don't get the significance of it. Well, here's the thing. A New York City pediatrician spent COVID-19 pandemic complaining online about her grueling 12-hour days in full PPE on the front lines, only to be revealed as a school doctor with a 9-to-5 job, according to this explosive report. Dr. Risa Hashino had emerged as one of the preeminent physician influencers at the height of the pandemic, created a reputation for herself online as an expert in treating children with COVID-19 and long COVID symptoms, according to suspect blogger Sarah Beth Burrick. But according to the report, Hoshino has been misrepresenting her job and exaggerating about working long hours in the hospital and saving coronavirus-stricken children. Hoshino has a $170,000 a year gig as a New York City public school pediatrician, with most of her work being done remotely, according to Burrick, who describes herself as she described herself as a lawyer mom from Los Angeles, the person that outed her. So while Hoshino reportedly often posed up as personal protection equipment and scrubs, complained about being overworked and disrespected by her patients, and used her public platform to promote mask wearing, vaccination, her Instagram page painted a very different picture. On Hoshino's Instagram account, the raven-haired physician reportedly seen in bikini shots, looking carefree on the beach, a far cry from worn-out COVID doctor persona that she cultivated on Twitter, right? It says nearly all Hoshino's social media accounts have since been deleted or made private. I wonder why, I wonder why. Other images reportedly showed the beaming doctor having maskless drinks with friends, even as she continued beating the drum about the importance of face coverings. She was doing nothing different than what all these other people that are out there doing, these fake virtue signaling. You know y'all say it all the time, but I hate just hearing it. Rules for me, rules for thee, not for me. Pushing this whole agenda, getting everybody all worked up because she's a doctor. She fell right into the same thing. And I know some other people that were doctors as well that just fell into this whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, understand this. I really want y'all to get this through your head. Doctors do not know everything. They do not know everything. The issue that we have is that we assume that they do. We assume that doctors know everything. They don't. That's why you have doctors that actually break off and do things that they specialize in. A doctor that might be a orthopedic specialist, he focuses only on orthopedics. That does not mean he's gonna know every or anything about anything regarding cardiology. Y'all know what I'm saying? They have their specialties. And my point in saying all that is this. We assume that doctors just know everything about everything when they don't. So in this case right here, a lot of people need to understand that there are doctors that jumped on board with this whole thing of doing exactly what she did right here. They knew nothing about it, but they figured that if the rest of the world is doing it, it must be right. So we need to go ahead and push out this message or this agenda too. Right. So anyway, it says, if you had to listen to, this is what she said. Dr. Hoshino She said, if you had to listen to crying children all day who are devastated that they may never recover from long COVID, money not being available to them, that everything will be okay, will you still not wear a mask? See, they're virtue signaling, trying to make you feel bad about it. Hoshino tweeted in early March. She tweeted that in early March. And then she tweeted something right here, and I hope I'm able to get this image right here. And remember that the healthcare workers who are advocating every day to do this on top of their regular jobs, I do all this for free. No, I am not a farmer shill. I literally make zero money from my science advocacy. I just care, and that's why I'm here. I'm losing money because I could get a second job and actually make money instead of volunteer work. So please be kind. That's what she said. And the whole time she wasn't doing any of that. A few weeks later, Hoshino wrote on Twitter. I just read this to you guys. No, I didn't. She wrote on Twitter, not sure how someone can tell me to my face that COVID is over. This is what she said, YouTube. I'm quoting what she said before y'all break my video and say medical misinformation. She said this. She said, not sure how someone can tell me to my face that COVID is over as I stand here in my scrubs, N95 mask face shield, exhausted from treating all the COVID patients who are either severely ill or have long COVID. Unless you're us, you'll truly never get it. The following day, she tweeted, sometimes I walk home in my scrubs and my N95 mask and stare at the bars full of unmasked people yelling, laughing, with spit flying, no vax status checked, no testing required. The utter contrast of my life with theirs seems so surreal. When will my time be to live my life? Imagine the people that are buying into this. Even that might be other physicians. She might have went to school with different physicians that might be in the different parts of the world or different parts of the country. And they're seeing this and they all just getting upset and mad because now she's leading this whole, mass of people to jump on her side to go along with her with this thinking that she has put out there, with this ideology that she put out there, with this narrative that she's pushing out there. On March 21st, she reportedly wrote, I just spent 12 hours straight in an N95 mask. Was it uncomfortable? Yes. Was it annoying? Yes. But according to the report, Hoshino's social media account revealed that she worked remotely through 2020. One of Hoshino's co-workers reportedly told the blogger that school pediatricians like Hoshino generally do not treat COVID patients or wear PPE for 12 hours. Now, I'm going to try to get all this up so you guys can see this. She wrote on here, I estimate that about 20 to 25% of my pediatric COVID patients end up having long COVID. Try telling a child that you have no idea when they'll be normal again and see them tear up. They could potentially suffer for the rest of their life. Please wear a mask and get vaccinated and test, is what she said. For the past 4 years, Hoshino has worked for the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene as a city medical specialist, earning $170,689,000. She earned $170,000. Put it like this. I'm gonna do Coach Ingram, math guy. She earned $170,689.00 last year, according to see through newyork.net, which tracks how taxpayer dollars are spent. The New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene confirmed her employment and said it's possible that a person in her position could have worked in hospitals or on the front lines of COVID-19 pandemic, but a spokesman declined to say if Hoshino had done so. In the role, she reportedly involved the public health education and acted as a liaison with pediatricians and other specialists to ensure students' medical needs are met. The Post has been unable to reach Hoshino for comment. Reached at an address in Kew Gardens, Queens, her father said Hoshino lives in Manhattan, right? This is something else that she tweeted out. She said, not sure how someone can tell me to my face that COVID is over as I stand here in my scrubs, N95 face shield, exhausted from treating all the COVID patients who are either severely ill or have long COVID. Unless you're one of us, you'll truly never get it. Hashtag stop the gaslighting. Boy. See, guys, this is what a lot of people do. And we can see this played out within our Democratic Party, or even people that, I don't care if you're on the left side or right side, but you definitely can see this playing out on the left, where what you are accusing other people of doing, you are doing that very same thing yourself. Calling people racist when you are actually showing microaggressions of racism yourself. Black people can't get IDs. We don't know how to use the internet. We don't know how to use a computer. We don't know how to get to the DMV. You know what I mean? So anyway, it said Hoshino's still functioning, her still functioning LinkedIn page shows that she is a graduate of a prestigious Barnard College of Columbia University, New York, NYU School of Medicine, where she earned her MD in 2014. On that page, Hoshino claims she worked as a pediatrician at the Mount Sinai Hospital, but a spokeswoman for the hospital told the Post that's not accurate. She was a resident in training, not a pediatrician. She began her residency in July of 2014 and left in June of 2017, the rep said. During a Zoom Q&A in October 2020, which is still available on YouTube, Hoshino confirmed that she works normal hours and has a 9-to-5 job, no weekends, no calls. She bragged to her viewers while touting a pediatrician's healthy work-life balance. This is her quote. I am currently a medical specialist and also working as an NYC public and private school pediatrician. Right? This is what she said. Vitals.com lists Mount Sinai Hoshino's hospital affiliation, but her name does not appear on the hospital system website. The site also lists an address to Hoshino's pediatric practice in Kew Gardens, Queens, but the location is a single-family home that houses an acupuncture practice that is run by a person bearing the same last name as the doctor. Riza Hoshino reportedly often posed up in personal protection equipment and scrubs, complaining about being overworked and disrespected by her patients. In February of this year, medical marketing and media named Hoshino as one of its top 12 physician influences on Instagram. Understand this, folks. When you are a content creator or an influencer, you can be labeled as a influencer, but it don't necessarily mean that you got to be one of those things. So there are people on here that are posing to be doctors and posing to be lawyers and posing to be this, but they also have sometimes in their disclaimer where they said this is not to be used as medical information or this is not to be used as legal advice. So they named her as one of the top 12 physician influences on Instagram, right? So it says where she had built a 112 strong following, 112,000 strong following people. In June of 2021, a Los Angeles Times article cited the opt that Hoshino co-wrote with fellow Instagram Dr. Edward Nirenberg for the trade publication in which they had sought to raise the alarm about childhood COVID, calling it a crisis. To bolster her case for wearing masks and vaccinating children, Hoshino tweeted an endless series of heartbreaking stories about her young patients. Dr. Hoshino was reportedly involved with public health education and acted as a liaison pediatrician with other specialists to ensure students' medical needs are met. On March 26, she wrote a 9-year-old patient. This is what it says. On March 26, she wrote, 9-year-old patient. Sorry, doc, I lost my train of thought again. She used to be a completely healthy straight A student and a star athlete, but she got long COVID and she's now struggling in school, cannot walk upstairs, has constant fatigue, palpitations. Please. She put mask, vaccination for you, and not only for that, for her. A day later, Hoshino tweeted that her estimates up to a quarter of all her patients end up with long-term COVID. Try telling, this is what she said, try telling the child that you have no idea when they'll be normal again and see them tear up. They could potentially suffer for the rest of their life. Hoshino pleas garnered thousands of retweets and likes, with many parents vowing to vaccinate their kids and continue to wear masks. The Department of Education did not immediately return inquiries about Hoshino's employment. Guys, there have been reports also of this woman asking people to donate $5 for her personal coffee fund. In fact, it says this right here. It says in at least one post, she asked her followers to contribute $5 each to her personal coffee fund, saying she was overworked and underpaid, and hundreds of people donated, according to the report. But then people like me who get on there and try to push the truth out there, or even just the fact that I tell you guys, you know, you can join Patreon. You can join my Patreon on patreon.com/Modern Renaissance Man. If you'd like to donate to the channel, if you would like to support the channel, you can do that on PayPal, paypal.me/Modern Renaissance Man. But I say, if you do want to, great. If you don't want to, great, because I love what I do, period. Folks like me, we know what you are. You're a grifter. But then you got people on here who make $170,000 a year. And she was getting donations to her coffee fund that it said hundreds of people donated to. All the virtue signaling that she did. So here's the danger that I find in this. Is this. How many parents out there who were on the ropes about wanting to get their child vaccinated or not, that actually end up doing it based off this woman's influence when she never was really treating people with that? How many parents out there that I'm just saying, YouTube, listen to me because I'm not spreading medical misinformation. How many people out there right now that got their children vaccinated, that your child may have suffered an adverse effect, that now you wishing you hadn't did it, but you only did it based off this doctor's influence? How many people are out there that are like that? If there's anybody out there who may have possibly been influenced to do what they did and your child had an adverse effect and you did it according to this doctor's advice, I would like to hear from you. No, I'm not spreading medical information. I just would like to know if you had a child that had a vaccine injury. I would like to hear from them. I would like to hear from you guys and know what happened. But all in all, the deceitfulness behind all this can make you definitely lose a lot of faith and credibility in these doctors. You know what I mean? No, take this one doctor right here, Dr. Hoshino. One apple spoils a whole bunch, they say. Don't look at doctors that way, because you have to understand that a lot of these doctors felt that they were getting legit, accurate, factual information, and then they were going and regurgitating information and spilling it out to you, the public, or you, the patients. Just like a lot of people don't understand. You can have a doctor, and I just talked to some people at this event that I was at last night. You can have a doctor. You go in there and you talk about pain that you have. This doctor will prescribe you, some ibuprofen. You go to another doctor, not you, but another individual goes to his doctor. His doctor might prescribe him, acetaminophen. Another individual who might go to his doctor about pain, that doctor might prescribe him naproxen. Another individual goes to their own doctor about pain, that doctor might prescribe them Vicodin. A lot of these doctors are prescribing people medicine based off of things that they've been told to give to patients if they have a certain type of illness. Now, with that being said, they do that based off of also things that they've seen that actually worked. That's why they'll say, take this, da-da-da-da-da. If it don't work, come back, because then your doctor going to give you possibly a stronger dose of that medication, or they might give you a different medication, because all medications don't work the same for everybody. There are some people that if they get a headache, ibuprofen doesn't touch it. There are some people that get a headache that naproxen doesn't touch it. But if they take acetaminophen, it does. It helps. So what am I saying? They're doing this based off of what they've been told. So when you have a lot of people out there pushing what a lot of doctors are out here pushing that you've seen that she did, they're doing it based off of what they're told. And a lot of them can get in trouble if they don't do it. And that's what she did. But at the same time, she deceived people by portraying that she was out there on the front line with these patients, all these stories, the virtue signaling to get you guys to have this. Pretty much, God, it is. Did she do it for the attention? Did she do it because she actually rode the wave of this whole pandemic? A lot of people made a lot of money off this pandemic and still currently are. But when you are a physician and you being deceitful like that, to me, you lose a lot of credibility in the people that you might have as potential possible patients one day. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of ticked off people out there who maybe donated to her coffee fund and thought that she was really out there helping people when she was sitting there working from home, virtual. Yeah. Anyway, what did you guys think? All my medical colleagues out there, I would definitely like to hear from y'all. I know some of y'all cannot comment because you don't want your name posted up there or whatever like that. You don't want nobody trying to come after you, et cetera, et cetera. But I would definitely like to hear from the general public of what you guys think of that. And again, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you are subscribed, double check to make sure that you are subscribed. Also, I am over at Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, at Modern Renaissance Man, okay? Check me out over there at Rumble, okay? Other than that, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you had food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious, it does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.